I'm going to teach you how to create offers that make millions of dollars using Facebook ads. If you've never met me before, my name's Jimmy. I've closed over $20 million in sales in Facebook ads, and I coach hundreds of businesses across the world. Look, in your ads, your offer is absolutely everything. Your videos, your images can look great, your copy can be absolutely perfect. But if your offer is boring and it sucks, people will scroll, they will not opt in, and you'll get really high lead cost. And an easy and dramatic way to think about it that I tell my clients, if you saw a Facebook ad, and say if you lived in a local area, I live in a place called Manly in Sydney, right? If I saw a Facebook ad and it was like, hey, you can buy a house in Manly for $10,000 and the average house price in Manly is I think like 1.2 million, is the lead cost would be crazy. Everyone would have the money, everyone would buy it. And that's an extremely dramatic like event that I'm telling you. Okay, but if your offer is right, okay, you will get cheaper leads and you will make sales. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about making offers. And I'm also going to teach you how to make your own offers, because it's my belief that you should never let anyone make an offer for your business, because you've got the sales promises, like everything that you're following off the back. So you have to make this yourself. You don't want to outsource it to someone else. Okay, but why your offers make people click. So a good offer, people will see it on an ad and they're like, I really want that. They're going to click. That gives you cheaper clicks, which just means you're going to get more reach for your budget and you're going to get a lower cost per lead. With a bad offer, and you'll see offers on ads and you'll be like, meh, I'm not really interested in that. They keep scrolling. Meta really punishes you with higher costs. You get less reach, less leads, less sales. Okay, and the way to think about it, guys, is people are not buying your image or video. Okay, they're buying what they get. Okay, and that is where it's really important that we work together today. And I'm going to teach you how to do it so you make the right offers. And look, your offers just determine how much money you make. Okay, this isn't about talking about clicks. It's about the strength of your offer. Okay, because it is going to improve every metric in your business, including cost per lead, close rate, show rate, and everything else. Okay, so a better offer gets better quality people opting in. It's going to get more people to say yes on the call. You're going to get cheaper leads, more buyers, and have higher profit per sale. Because the better your offer is, you can actually charge a lot more for premium offers compared to, offers that just aren't hitting the mark. Okay, and if you have a bad offer, people just won't click. They won't opt in. You'll think that you have an ads issue, but you just have an offer issue, and people don't spend enough time working on their offers, or they have no fucking idea actually how to do it, even though they own a business. Okay, but people won't opt in, they won't buy, they won't attend your calls, everything becomes more expensive. And the way we fix this is just by making a better offer, which we're going to do today. But your offer needs to make people feel safe enough to want to act. Okay, they're going to be seeing your ad, and you're a person looking at ads every single day as well. And they'll think, can I trust this? Will this actually work? Will I lose money? And that's where we can take the risk away from them. We have a thing called the offer triangle, which I'm going to talk to you about in a moment, okay, which helps you take the risk off the table, which is really important, especially when you're running cold ads, and it works especially well if people are coming to you because you actually back the service that you're running. You don't want to leave any questions in their head with an offer, because people will ghost, they won't opt in, and they'll just disappear. And so within your offer, okay, what you really want is you want people to feel safe, okay? You want them to get more leads and sales, okay? You want to get more leads and sales, okay? Also as well, your cost per sale will drop, your profits go up, your show rate increases. If people feel unsure, they won't opt in, or they'll just completely ghost you. Okay, and what you don't want to do, guys, is talk about what you do instead of what people get. This is a massive mistake people make. And when you're thinking about your ads, people don't care what you do. People don't care how you get them the result, okay? What they care about is the result that they're actually going to get. And so I run Facebook ads for people. So say if you saw this ad, right, it would be a horrible ad. We run and manage your Facebook ad campaigns with a great team. You just would not give a fuck about that, right? Yes, we run ads. Yes, we have a great team. But you don't care about that. What you care about is the outcome. Say, for example, you'll see ads like this from business coaches and digital agencies who are in the B2B space. We get you 20 to 50 leads in 30 days without running ads yourself. Okay, so it's very clear and there's a very tangible outcome. Okay, and you have to know that you might love your services, you might love your, features, love all the tasks that you do for people to get results. They just don't care about it. They want a result with them doing the minimum amount of work possible with the maximum upside, okay, of the result they get, okay, with the minimal downside of risk. And that's just human nature. You cannot go away from that. And if you don't implement what I'm going to tell you here on training in your business, it could cost you, honestly, millions and millions of dollars. People buy results and outcomes to fix their problems. Okay, and you need to shift your language around that within your offer. And again, I'm going to say this is never let anyone create an offer for your business. You have to do that yourself. Yes, you can get help. Like we have a program called the Mastermind where I sit down with people for an hour and like build out their offer with them. But it's your business and it's your offer. So you can't just go, Jimmy, just make my offer. You should have done this. It's just like, no, it's the entire engine of your business. If you're not getting leads, you're not getting sales. And I keep saying that so that you take this absolutely seriously, because it will make you millions of dollars if you invest time in this. Okay. And as we're kind of just running through, there's three ways to really create a strong offer, okay? Especially in how it helps with your sales processes. One, if you have an offer that people want, of course you're going to get more sales. Okay, a good offer means you don't have to push. You're just starting to guide people towards the outcome that they want. The lead arrives into your inbox wanting the result that they're giving you. It's going to give you higher close rates. It's going to help you make more money off the ads that you're running. Okay, it also gives you fewer objections on the call. Okay, a strong offer, right, answers the big questions they have in their head. What will I get from doing this? I'm going to invest money in your business. What does that give me? Does it reduce risk? Does it reduce their fears? Okay, and you're also going to get better quality people coming in. Okay, weak offers attract like browsers and people who are price shoppers. A strong offer with the right targeting will attract the right type of people for your business. Okay, and every offer has three parts. Okay, and we're going to get this right and I'm going to teach you how to do it. Okay, so the first one, okay, is what do they get exactly? Okay, it needs to be a specific, clear, measurable result. Okay, will it actually work for me? And that's where you can give them bonuses and support to make sure that, they get guaranteed success, right? Am I safe if it doesn't work? And that's risk reversals, because they don't trust you. They're just seeing it out on social media. They don't trust you. They've been burnt. They've heard horror stories in the past about every business, every service in the world. You want to reduce the risk. Okay, and a clear, specific result is to say exactly what they get. Okay, in numbers and timeframes. Don't be vague. Okay, so say for example, a vague one in a B2B space would be like, we help you grow. You'd see that and you're like, what the hell is that? Okay, and a good one would be like, get 20 to 50 leads in 30 days, for example. Okay, and then bonuses that make success feel more likely. And this is where you have your services and your features of what you actually give them so that they get the result. Okay, so people won't be able to follow through. So you want to give them steps and tools and resources. Okay, so they feel like really capable and they feel trusted when they opt in, that they trust you as a business. And that could be like, bonuses, support, like it's different for every business, but you just want to make sure you have some basic bonuses. And a risk reversal is a massive one. Okay, so you own the result. So as a business, if you take ownership of the result and you take ownership of the risk, okay, you're going to get more sales and you're going to get a lot more leads, okay, and it is also going to make your marketing actually stand out. Okay, so let's build out an offer. Okay, so what you need to do in here, right, is all you need to do is copy and paste this. Okay, so we're just looking to get 5 options. Okay, and you're just going to jump over to ChatGPT, which is absolutely great for this. So you copy and paste that in. Okay, and I'll do one for an accountant. So I'm an accounting firm. Okay, we target business owners. Okay, the main outcome we help them achieve is to save money on their personal and business tax each year so they don't overpay and make more money, essentially. Okay, and then you just copy and paste that in. Okay, and it's going to give us an offer. Now, it's not going to give you a perfect offer, okay, but it's going to give you a much better offer that you're having now, and that's where you really need to work on it. Okay, and so say in here in an offer. Okay, so we'll help you find at least $5,000 in missed tax savings over the next 12 months or you don't pay. Right, get a customized tax reduction plan showing you how you can legally reduce your taxes over the next year. If we don't find $5,000 in savings, the audit is completely free. Okay, now within this, there's a few dynamics we need to fix. So firstly, if you're targeting business owners, say, my business does a massive amount of revenue, right? $5,000 is not going to entice. So you might go, hey, based on the results that I've got, okay, I can save a business doing, $5 million a year in revenue, I can save them 100 grand. Okay, and that's where you can start to get the ideas on what you're going to market. And then in here in the risk reversal, okay, right, it's like if you don't find at least $100,000 in savings, our service is completely free. And that's where you can start to line up like a lot of calls in this. Okay, in here, we'll reduce your tax bill by 10% this year. Okay, we'll identify and recover any overpaid tax from the last 2 to 3 years. That could be a really big one as well. Okay, and it's just going to give you ideas, okay, on what you can do. And again, guys, okay, you do want to like work on this like really, really closely, okay, but also as well, right, you want to get some expert help on how to do it. So I'll do one for a home renovation business. We renovate people's homes. Okay, so target market, homeowners in Manly, completely renovate their house from start to finish. Okay, and we can do one for a renovation business. Okay, so in here, so this is where most home renovation ads go wrong, right? When people say we do home renovations or a list of services, people don't care. What they care about is how long will this take? Will it blow out and cost money? Can I trust these guys? Okay, and then you've got in here full step-by-step renovation plan for your home in 28 days, including timeline, scope, and estimated cost. Free 3D design and mock-up. If you don't 100% feel clear and confident on the renovation plan, you pay nothing for the planning process. Okay, and then you've got different ones within here. Okay, and so then you can start to use your expert knowledge on stuff. Okay, is I want you to more cover that we don't blow out on their budget. So if they go over budget or expenses are added, they don't pay. Okay, so promise, we renovate your home for the exact price agreed upon before we start. No increases, no promises. Get a full and itemized home renovation breakdown up front so you know where every dollar is going. If the project goes over budget for whatever reason, that wasn't approved in writing, okay, we create extra cost, not you. Okay, so that you're covering that. So imagine that in a home renovation business. And then I'll add an extra added value, but here's where you need to know, okay, is like, what do I need to add into a contract, okay, so I don't get completely fucked if they change their mind on what they want with like materials, or add things on, okay, because you'll have a concern on that. Okay, and this is again, like I'm going to teach you as much as I can, but this is where we use a mastermind for this, but you've got more than enough to be able to run with it. Okay, so in the contract, lock in the scope of work hard, okay, including plans, materials, finishes, including inclusion lists. Variation clause, okay, so it's like if you change anything, Jimmy, within your house, we're going to, have to add that to the price, and they actually sign it before. And so guys, hopefully that helps in your offer. Okay, you really want to work on your offer. Okay, you want to know what your market really wants to achieve, to take the risk out from them, to give them a clear, tangible result that you can help them achieve. And also as well in your bonuses, okay, that is just adding things that is going to be beneficial so that makes the results seem more specific, okay, and more achievable. Hopefully that helps in the training for today. If you ever have any questions, guys, feel free to reach out to me anytime.